Alright guys, this new Clinkz is so dumb. This hero is so dumb. I'm going to be showing you today why this new version of Clinkz is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, this Helm in the Dominator build that I said, honestly, it was a bit of theory crafting, but now we have it in person with a rank 17 carry player here. We're going to be following Sammy Boy. This is dumb. It is dumb. You get way too much HP, your laning is really strong, you're tanky, it's just way too strong. So if you want free MMR before Clinkz gets patched in about a week or two, smash the like button. That's actually the only way you get free MMR. Well, actually, there's two ways you get free MMR, guys. Here, I'm going to give you all the secrets right now. Number one, smashing the like button, and believe it or not, number two is to sign up to the gameleap website down below. I know, you're blown away that I would even say that, but believe it or not, guys, 50% summer sale right now. Go check it out. And, you know, 50% off, come on. That's free MMR right there. If you were considering signing up to gameleap, or you haven't considered and you're just dumb, kidding, it's a joke, but sign up, guys, right now in the link down below. It is super hype. The summer sale, you're gonna get access to every single course we've put out. I just made a video today talking about the new Orchid Void Spirit build. I'm gonna make a bunch of patch videos over there as well for the 7.27b patch, which we're hyped about. Honestly, I'm hyped, you're hyped, and let's get into it. Alright, let's waste absolutely no time with this Clinkz. So, first things first, let's talk about the starting items, build, and lane. So, what we got here is a Blightstone, Tangos, a Mango, and a Branch. I think you could go with this build every game and it would be completely legitimate, so definitely consider that. Now, he's laning with an IO. This is fantastic, because the major disadvantage of Clinkz as a hero is the fact that he's very, very squishy, and therefore, he dies quickly. However, with an IO, you offset a lot of those problems. And basically what I'm recommending is that you consider some sort of a heal / tank hero with Clinkz. It could be a Treant, it could be Bane, Undying. I think IO is probably the best out of all of them, partially because of the tether heal, that's number one, and then partially because of Overcharge. Giving Clinkz 50 attack speed means that with Strafe, or even without Strafe, you're gonna hit really hard. So it's very powerful in lane, and we'll see how that comes into play here. Husky and Sammy Boy laning it up in the top lane. And really what you want to do when you have these heal heroes is just trade. And that's all he's really going to be doing here. Obviously, you're going to secure creeps in between, but other than that, it's all about just hitting your opponent. If you guys aren't familiar with Clinkz, your W is similar to Poison Attack or Huskar's Burning Spears. What that means is that they are unique attack modifiers in a certain way. Because it is one of these toggleable abilities that affects your right clicks, it means every time you use a burning arrow, or a searing arrow, my apologies, it means that you don't draw creep aggro. So most ranged heroes, when they're laning, the thing that they actually take the most damage from, assuming the enemy isn't just bopping them down, is actually creeps, because every time you want to harass a melee hero, you get aggroed on by creeps. But as you can see here, just from this example, Clinkz does not have that problem. He doesn't aggro them at all, and therefore you want to hit your opponent an absolute butt ton. Now, skipping ahead here, you're probably thinking to yourself that this lane is going pretty standard. In fact, the CS is actually not the best, right? It's okay. Nothing great, nothing terrible. But what is really going to come into play here is purely the fact that with the Overcharge, they just kill Beastmaster. He's dead. Like, what do you guys even want me to say? Do you see how insane that was? All he did was basic attack move with the help of the IO Overcharge, which gives HP regen and 50 attack speed, and the Beastmaster died. He just died. Like, they didn't even do anything. The only thing that they did, well, that Sammy Boy did that most players simply don't, is he looked for constant auto attacks in between creeps, which is a sign of a high MMR player. I can't stress that enough. If you are missing CS to harass people, like a lot of CS, it's bad, right? It's just bad. And now, as you're gonna see, Clinkz, once he hits this Helm of Iron Will timing, especially with a hero like IO, he's completely unkillable. You're ridiculously tanky, and you can see that the damage is quite notable as well. And that's the reality behind this build. With a couple Mangoes, Tangos, and then this future Helm of the Iron Will, you don't die, but you pump out an insane amount of damage. On top of that, I would like to note that Strafe is really dang good in the laning stage. It's only 40 mana. I don't know why. I genuinely believe that Strafe should cost like 100 mana. And I think when this hero gets nerfed, it's gonna get put to like 70 or 80. That is my guess. I'm very convinced that that's what's gonna happen, because now that it's only 40 mana, it means you can get 100% evasion for 3 seconds, keep that in mind, in the laning stage if you're getting gone on by 2 ranged heroes. Remember, it only dodges ranged auto attacks, but you can dodge all ranged auto attacks for 3 seconds for 40 mana, and you get 110 attack speed. It's just too good. And upcoming here, guys, you are about to see the fun begin. In about a minute or so, this becomes the most ridiculous thing I have ever witnessed in Dota. I'm not kidding. It's just insane. Like, look at Clinkz's damage right now, okay? We're at the 7-minute mark. I want you guys to guess how much damage he's gonna have when he hits level 6 and eats the dominated creep. Just take a guess in your head. You're gonna be surprised. By the way, here we're gonna see a really cool meta strategy by Sammy Boy. I personally haven't seen this before. I'm surprised I haven't seen this before. But apparently the Wild Wing creep actually doesn't creep aggro or aggro creeps when it uses the tornado. Now, unfortunately, it gets actually stuck here, which is pretty funny. He has to free it. But once he's able to free it, what he's actually able to do is take this triple stack with just one tornado. I really didn't know this was a thing, but they must have planned this out. And keep this in mind, guys, if you run this IO Clinkz lane with the help of your friend, and you make like a 4-5 stack or a 3 stack, like they did here, and then you take this Wild Wing, you can just snowball so hard. I mean, he's gonna obviously look like he's laning here and try to get a bit of the XP, but you can see that his main goal, besides securing this range creep, is just to stay in range of this camp. And yeah, he legitimately is able to kill the entire thing with no risk, with no cost. Like, what? This is insane. The value he's getting right now. He also gets a PMS because it's past the 7-minute mark, right? He has more agi now as well. And then he eats the creep and he gets 90 damage. Yeah, you heard that right, guys. 90. He has plus 90. Why does he get 90 damage from eating a creep? And keep in mind, right, guys, keep in mind, that is for 65 seconds on an 80-second cooldown. On top of that, he has 1700 HP at the 9-minute mark on a hero that hits for 160. Beastmaster has 1000, he's strength. Brewmaster, another strength hero with a 1 in a bracer, has 1100. What is this? Like, what is this? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. That's honestly all I have to say. Like, this IO combo is really sick as well. You can see Husky and Sammy Boy putting it to work here, ganking the SF. I mean, it's a heads-up play, right? SF is a very easy to gank hero, which is why they're doing it, right? If it was a Storm, trying to gank Storm as Clinkz is quite useless, but, you know, considering it's an SF, they can easily gank him, they do that, and immediately they go back top, and look at this damage. Also, the Helm of the Dominator creep onto the board, absolutely next level, and then, oh my god, every single right click does 106 or 15. Like, guys, I would love to do an advanced analysis, but really what you want to be doing on Clinkz here is focusing on this Helm of the Dominator timing. I'm afraid that what's going to happen to a lot of you guys is you're going to get so wrapped up on harassing people in the laning stage that what's going to happen is you're going to fall behind on CS hardcore. Please, in the early levels, focus on your CS. Make sure you get to very, very high CS. And the reason why I'm saying that is if you get to this Helm of Dominator timing early, you easily can solo kill the offlaner and bully him out of lane. And that should be your goal as Clinkz. Bully them hardcore out of lane, right? You just dominate the game. On top of that, he's going to be going for a medallion next. You can see he also jungles unbelievably quickly. Obviously, with the help of IO, it's even faster with the help of the attack speed. But if you're by yourself, feel free to pop the strafe here and there. You're probably going to have to ship out clarities. He doesn't in this case because he has an IO with clarities and I believe an arcane ring as well. So, you know, they're cheated a little bit. They're making it easier than it typically would be. You will have to ship out clarities and maybe consider picking up a magic stick as well. Now, coming here, I just want to show you a quick example of why this is also so strong. I mean, they get gone on here in a second, right? This is a Lich ulti that bounces back to him, I think, 3 times in total. And if it doesn't even look like he's tickled by it, right? He just casually walks away with half HP. One thing I would also like to note that is a very important tip to use on Clinkz is that it's very important that you do not fight if your ulti is down, right? You do have this 15-second gap that can be quite annoying, but please do not force a fight without it. You will be absurdly underwhelming with this Helm of the Dominator medallion build if you do not have that creep going. So please, 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 please wait to dominate that creep, wait to death pact it, and get another creep every single time. It is brutally important. On top of that, I would like to note that he takes the skeleton walk, exit summons a burning army skeleton. Now, this is more understandable considering he has an IO, which gives him infinite mana. Sometimes I think the mana regen is legit, but the amount of damage you do get out of the extra skeleton is pretty notable. And now upcoming here, let's see him absolutely shred apart this enemy team. So first off, we see a really nice relocate onto the bounty hunter, right? Just a great play overall with the relocate. He secured a kill there, right? This high armor bounty hero just gets shredded. It's like the hero is just as a 3 armor hero, but no, it's just Clinkz. Don't mind Clinkz. Now he comes back mid, right? Gonna run all the way back to mid. Unfortunately, the Brewmaster gets bursted, but in comes the Clinkz. The SF gets killed in 5 right clicks. Of course, the Willow is gonna get 3 shot as well, which is gonna allow the Pugna to clean it up. Switches to Strength Treads, nearly goes down, but is able to get his invis off, kites it out, gets sucked by the Pugna as well, and eventually picks up another kill. And he's alive. Like, that's the thing. Oh my god, he almost killed himself. But he just has 2200 HP. What? What? The Pugna just killed himself. What the? But look at that, guys. He just tanks. Like, you do double the damage that any other hero does, and yet you still are just casually tanking everything. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I really would love to say too much more about this video, but the main key things that you need to know is his skill build, his usage of the Helm of the Dominator, constantly remembering to eat and get a new creep, right? Remember, when you eat the creep, you still want to get a new Helm of the Dominator, right? Do not forget that. Very, very important, right? Do note the skill build and item build as well. He maxed out the Invis. I think this is so he can just generally get in position. I think maxing out the Strafe is not terrible. It does scale quite well. But with the IO, he needs it even less, right? With the IO, it's actually quite beneficial for him to have the E, because it gives the IO more movement speed as well, and the IO is already going to give him attack speed in most of the fights, so he is adjusting a little bit to the game. Maxing Strafe is not bad, though. I think you can even go sort of like a 2 points into Skeleton Walk, 2 points into Strafe, then 3 points into Skeleton Walk, 3 points into Strafe, like sort of like bounce back and forth. I think that's pretty legitimate as well. And that's going to be about all for today's video, as they nearly 2-shot the Lich, but I hope you guys are inspired to try out this Clinkz. It's ridiculous. I had to make a video on it just talking about why I think this is arguably one of the best safe laner or mid laners right now. I think if you don't have one of these sustain heroes in lane, or you have a bad matchup, Clinkz safe lane will struggle a lot. So like, keep that in mind, guys. If you have a really bad lane, it's going to be hard to come back. I really do believe that. It will be hard. However, if you have this hero that can sustain you and make sure you have a good time, you're gonna shred. I mean, look at that Lich. He got 2-shot. He got 2-shot. The Lich got 2-shot. Like, where'd he go? Right? But keep this in mind. I think mid Clinkz is very legit. I think safe lane Clinkz with a healing hero is, if not better. And yeah, you can also basically 2-tap Roche, as you can see here. Sure, he has a DD as well, which obviously helps it out. Fortunately, they actually do get feared, but this is about where the game ends. The enemy team is going to give up after this, and rightfully so. The SF nearly, like, actually, I'm going to slow that down to show you guys what I'm talking about, but when you go in, you see how he kites around the fight. Very important, first things first. Obviously, you do not want to just book it in. Sure, you're tanky, but you're not unkillable. Keep that in mind, guys. I think a lot of people are just going to be like, oh, I have Death Pact, I can do whatever I want. Nah, you still need to play the outside of the fight, right? You still need to play like old Clinkz. You just die less easily, that's all. And then, yeah, one right click did that much health. Like, oh my gosh, that's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But after the fear comes out, the Willow gets 2-shot, partially in thanks to the M-Claw. Oh no. Also, the IO heals are just insane. A triple kill comes out. What a good combo. And he ends up winning it for his team. Even something like an Omni Knight could be good as well. I definitely think Clinkz IO is probably the best combo you could pick. But whew, that's going to be all, folks. I hope you enjoyed watching. By the way, he also takes the 10-second Skeleton Walk cooldown. I think the reason for that is you can just be really, really mobile. It lets you kite in and out of the fights, and Skeleton Walk was buffed to the part where you can actually cast Strafe and Death Pact in it as well, so it allows you to stay very mobile off the map. And top of that, it also works with your level 10 talent, which is Skeleton Walk Exit summons a Burning Armored Skeleton. So thank you for watching. Look at his net worth, guys. 14,000 net worth. It will be very hard to get something like this in your games where you have 22 minutes, 14k net worth. It's very, very difficult, but certainly possible if you have a IO. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, and please let me know if you guys have any good Clinkz games. I just want to hear like how well people are doing on this hero. I think if you're 0 to like 4k more, you're just gonna pop off. Like, absolutely pop off with this hero. You just gotta kind of get the feel down, get down the usages of the Death Pact, and you're gonna have a good time. So, I'll see you in the next one, and peace. Hey guys, do you also want more content from me and other gameleap creators that are gonna help you get to the next rank easily? Well, 50% off right now is the deal we can offer. Alright, 50% off. As long as you click the link down below, you're gonna get that part of our summer sale. Right, just go over there, you're gonna see the 50% off, sign up. It's an incredible deal. I've been putting in more work than ever on this website. I think the content is going to help you guys get to the next level faster than ever. And yeah, I hope to see you there. If you're unsure about it, hey, message me on Discord, say, Speed, why should I sign up for the gameleap website? I swear I know a lot of you guys just troll me about this, but nah, ask me, I'll talk to you. Go sign up for the website. It's a blast, and we're gonna have a good time this summer.